Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video on the Military and Surplus channel. Today we're just going to be doing a quick video of taking a look at my current collection of WW2 respirators. So here we have a couple of German one German one I should say, and a couple of British ones, and that's all I own up to now, unfortunately. Maybe I'll get some more in the future, we don't know yet. But let's move on to the box up here. Before I start, I'd keep these in boxes because I want to preserve them, and well, some of them preserve is probably a bit adventurous but because they're in poor condition, but you get the gist. I want to keep them in good as condition as possible for if I ever decide to sell them in the future. So first of all, we'll move on to this box up here. This is the VM40, as you can see by this filter. I have got videos on all of these masks, by the way, so check them out. You've got the Waffenamp stamp, which I believe is also used for rifles and just any German equipment in general, so that's pretty neat. So if we just set that over there for now, and we get the VM40 out, as you can see this is, yeah, there's part of the head harness. As you can see, this is in pretty poor condition, but it's good enough for me. And I'm not really bothered about it, to be honest, because I don't really collect German World War II. But I only wanted one, and I didn't care on the condition, as long as it had a facepiece and filter. So you've got the flapper valve here, which is bent on mine, unfortunately. And you have got the, if I can get the head harness out of the way. Then you've got the asbestos ring in there to absorb sweat and moisture. Then your cellulose lenses, as you can see through here. Yes, they are dirty, unfortunately. So we'll just, that was the first one, the Nazi German VM40. Second of all, we'll move on to the one of the many GCRs, shall we say, the General Civilian Respirator. Here is a Avon produced one with a green ring filter on it, which is very nice, as you can see here, if you want to stand up. This has been stored in a tube or a tin, as you can see by the shape of the lens here, and it is in mint condition apart from the split in this lens. If you haven't seen it, my video on this, the green ring filters don't signify it's replaced, asbestos replaced with it. I have been told that it's asbestos and merino wool, so the use of a pre-filter wasn't required for it. So I am sorry about that. That was incorrect information, and from now on I'll reference this as both. But as you can see, this is pretty much mint condition, apart from that split in the lens, which is quite unfortunate, but oh well, it's very, very nice overall, as you can see. That's the mask there. The very, 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 very similar, simple filter design. Focus question? Yeah, there we are. As you can see, there's no exhale valve at all. It's literally just that. And it's a 1939 produced one, made by Avon, I believe it is. Yeah. It doesn't actually have stamping on the outside, which is quite weird on this one, to be honest. It has them on the inside. That is rather odd. But that's that. Oh, I know why. It's because the facepiece is inside out. I've only just noticed that. Oh, I'll have to sort that out in the future. But that was the very early produced GCR. Not very early, sorry, you get what I mean. Then we'd get the next filter out. This is just a green ring filter, as you can see here, with the merino wool in it. It's basically just your standard General Civilian Respirator GCR filter with the merino wool inside of it. These are basically just the same, like I just said, just with that extra merino wool inside. They have a stamping on the top, if I can find it somewhere, MB41, 42, I think this is. Or it should be on the bottom. Here we are, MB42. Don't know if you can see that, but there we are, right there. MB42. So yeah, this is just a filter off of the General Civilian Respirators that I have laying around. We'll just set this back in the box for now. Then, as you can see, I probably have too many General Civilian Respirators, but British stuff is rather nice. So we'll get onto this very nice piece here. I believe these are actually pretty hard to find in the original tube. I'll say original. This isn't original, unfortunately, because this filter isn't an MB39, which is sad. I think it's an MB37, I believe it's dated. I can't remember at the minute, but it would be very nice if I had the correct filter. So the way I get this out is just shake it until the filter comes out like that, and pull. And this is just mint as well. This actually makes an airtight seal still, which is very, very nice. As you can see, you've got your general civilian respirator, very, very cheap and actually pretty decent, in my opinion. And as you can see through there, that's the lens. Just move the head harness out of the way. This is one of the Leyland and Birmingham Rubber Company, because it isn't black and it has the sealant around the lens, which was added because the stitching didn't provide an airtight enough seal. And obviously you're not going to want that when you're in a cloud of phosgene or whatever, for example, or chlorine. Thankfully it was never needed, but just in case. And this is also marked Susanna, so whoever had this before me had a very large head and was called Susanna. And this is just a 1942. Focus, please. This is a 1940... I don't know what's going on with the camera today, guys. This is a 1942 one, October 23rd, which is very nice. And this also features the green ring filter from before, the merino wool one. That is the tube in there. I'll try and find the date on the filter for you, if I can. Which I don't think I'll be able to, so I'll just put it back in here for now. There is also someone's name on this tube as well, which is very nice as well. So just set this back over here. And then we have this one, which is quite crispy, and this, which is just amazing condition. So we'll get on to the VM40 head harness there. We'll get on to the worst condition one first. So we'll just move this over to the side for now. As you can see here, it's just your standard GCR with its box. Just pan the camera down for you guys. There, it's got where it's had another one stood on top of it, and this says something Kershaw. So that was obviously issued to a Mr. or Mrs. Kershaw, which is very interesting. Also, what I love about these boxes is they have people's addresses on them, and if you go into Google, you can find their addresses and the house and that, and it's really interesting to see where they lived and that. That probably sounds quite weird, but you get the gist, guys. Now, as you can see, here's my second GCR I actually owned. I'm going to take it out of the box because it's really crispy, but yeah, it could be in a lot better condition. It's a large, and it has the context pre-filter. I'll just get it out for you here. It has the context pre-filter on it. So this is one of the older ones, 1937, as you can see. Before people ask about asbestos in these, all the ones with the pre-filter have asbestos. Green ringed, I'm not too sure about. I believe they still have it, but obviously with merino wool. And there is just some versions that don't have it altogether. The very, very early and the very, very late ones, I believe, just don't have it at all. Which, I would love to get some of the examples, but unfortunately I can't really find any. But as you can see here, the lens is still intact. It's just the fact it's all yellow and crispy, and I wouldn't ever try to put this on because it's just absolutely minging. But it's very nice to keep though. And then we get on to the last one here. This is just amazing. I love this one. I actually found this in my attic. Like you'll know that if you found it in my Discord server. I found this in my attic, and it's very, very, very nice. Sorry about that. Then, as you can see, Mr. Nixie, 183 Kingshurst Road, Northfield, Birmingham. Funnily enough, I don't remember anyone called Mr. Nixie in my family, or living in Birmingham, so that's quite odd on how that got there, but I'm not complaining, as this is a wonderful piece. As you can see here, I've never seen this before. With care, if found, please return to Mr. J. Nixie, 183 Kinghurst Road, Northfield, Birmingham, 31, and reward paid. I've never seen this in any other thing, and I don't know anyone called that in my family. I presume it's from a long time ago, obviously, but name changes and people have moved, so I don't know about that one. But here we have this just... I love it so much, I can't get over it. Let's get it off here. This is an MB38 filter, so this is 1938 produced. And the facepiece is 37, I believe? The facepiece is 40, as indicated by the 40 here, and it's Navon. And the band here is 37, so I'll just move this box out of the way. Then you've just got this amazing piece here, which God knows how it's stayed in this good condition for so long. I just love it so much. You guys can probably tell, but it's just amazing. It's easily one of my favourite masks. And because it's British as well. What's not to love about that? There is some residue on the valve there. I'm not sure what that is. It looks quite like glue residue, but I can't be certain on that. And this actually features a black head harness, which is quite weird, instead of the normal white coloured ones. And this is all really pliable and mint condition. It's just amazing. And it is out of a lot of 4,553 of that year, so a very, 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 very lovely thing. These filters will contain asbestos, these ones I'm on about, because it has the pre-filter, and it is the 38 produced ones. I believe it's the 35 produced ones that don't have it, like the very, very, very early ones, and the really, really late ones, say like, I don't know, like January 45 or something. Around that sort of time frame, like really, really late on it into the war. But unfortunately, the head harness is a bit rusty, but I can't complain when this was free from my attic, so it's just amazing. That's all I can say. And I'm not sure what this 5 means. Maybe that's 5th month, and that G above it, sorry. So if you guys know what that means, tell me in the comments below, and I would love to know. Also, you've probably noticed the strings on these boxes. I have added these myself, and to make them look authentic, I've just soaked them in tea, and just like left them outside for a bit, and they look really authentic, which I like. So that was all of my World War II masks in my collection at this moment in time. Just pan that up for you. There you are. As you can see, it's all laid out here. I absolutely love these. I can't really say anything else, and basically that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy, give it a thumbs down. I hope to see you all in the next video, and cheerio!